guys that I mentioned, they were not egotistical at all. You're talking about some brilliant musicians, and the reason why they're so brilliant, there is no ego. They just feel everything and they play it. And we're missing a few of those guys now, but they don't go away.
Exactly. Yeah. The music will live on forever. The question I have for you, Corky, is now we talk to a lot of newer artists too on this show, and they always tell us how the rock scene in North America, or and especially in America, is not as good as it is sometimes in Canada or even in Europe. Now, was that something that you faced back in the day when you were in Mountain?
What's the question in there? Did I face? Well,
I mean, is the market for rock music better outside of the U.S. than it is inside the U.S.?
Well, that's interesting, and hopefully I can put it in capsule form. Basically, when you look at the rock media, in America, you have radio. You have radio, 2-3 stations in every area. Over in England, they only had 3 stations, or 2, BBC 1, BBC 2. So the way they promoted over there was visually. You look at the papers, that's where all the rock bands in Europe and England, they look great because that's the way they promoted their career. A lot of it was just the visual. In America, it was all audio. And what I'm getting at is, as a result, over in Europe and England, they didn't just judge you by your last minute and 48 seconds. If they loved your music, they stayed with you. It wasn't a matter of what number you were on the charts over there. And in other words, it's kind of interesting, but they love the heavy rock over in Germany, over in Italy, over in England. They love that, especially in Scandinavia. Keep in mind, they go back to the Viking days. It was about power. It was about power. And so when I started, I have to say this, I got these wonderful awards for being the strongest drummer in rock. And I'm saying, I don't know. I mean, I was hoping I'd get a little bit more of the grooviest drummer. But over there, it was about power. It was the power of the music. And that stuck around over there to this day. That's how I met Tuya. Mountain was doing these shows, and it was great. People they don't forget over there. Over here, when you say here, Canada, not so much even Canada, but in America, they move on. The disposability of music in general in America is far overwhelming than it is in, let's say, some of the other countries. They're into a traditional vibe. If they love you, we get this in England. Me grandpa really loved you guys. Me grandpa turned me on to my dad. Turned me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's generations of love for certain music that trickles down to the kids, and it's great. I mean, I gotta love it, right? And
exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I think there's a loyalty to music and to their, and to their musician careers over there. They stay with it. Yes, I believe that's true. And I'm not putting down the American vibe because I think it's insidious. The music stuff gets you one way or another if you love it and if it's great. And you just want to make sure that what you're doing, you're committed to in terms of as a fan. You got to watch out what T-shirt you wear these days, because that reflects, your character. When you're running into people like Lemmy, and he's laughing, he's making more money on his T-shirts than he is in music, and I just tell him in French, I said, you're in the schmatta business, Lenny, this is all different, But the point is, the loyalty of the fans overseas seems to be a bit stronger.
Yeah.
How's that for a wrap-up?
That's a great answer.
Good one. So I got a hypothetical question here. Now, if you took Mississippi Queen, took out the cowbell, and replaced it with mouth harp, the boing, 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 would it be as popular, you think? Would we be talking to you? Would we be talking to you today?
I just hope you'd be talking to me anyway, because you seem like good folks. But in terms of the cowbell thing, I don't know what to say. It's one of those, serendipitous things that happen in life, And as a result of playing it then Felix says, play the cowbell and Never in My Life. Play the cowbell and Sitting on a Rainbow. All of a sudden, the cowbell reigns supreme. I didn't mind it. Greg, I paid $2.74 for that cowbell.
Holy crap.
You know how much that cowbell is worth now?
Whoa.
I look at it, I go, look at that. Isn't that wonderful? And it's still for sale.
Oh.
No, just kidding.
Gee.
Whoa, hey.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Let's do an auction here.
There you go.
Anyway, so you talk about it's a wonderful thing, but I'm hoping to move on to a Guido. I don't know, some other
Nice.
Latin instrument. That's a funny question, though. That is a funny question. What would it be? What would it be?
Corky, we both got a digital version of the book. Where is the book going to be available for everybody? Is there going to be hard copies available?
That's a good question. To you, it's available on Amazon. It is available. The book is definitely available on Amazon. He's saying that he can't. He says he has the audio version, but
we
available.
got the digital.
We have the digital version. We were wondering if
the digital version.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So we were wondering. There's people that like the hard copy. They like to put it in their collection. Just what I'm asking you is, does it come out in a hard copy, or is it just is it in electronic?
It should be eventually hard copy. Right now, it's book form for $14.99.
Okay.
But for you guys, $16.99.
Exactly. We got a deal.
We appreciate that.
Sorry.
Well, that's pretty much. We just want to say it's been an honor to have you on our show, and we want to play one song from Mountain getting out of here called "Never in My Life." If people want more information on the book, Corky, where can they go?
More information on the book would be, okay, you know what I have to do, Greg? Hit me with the email right away, and I'll get you that information. I don't want to hang up.
All right. We will get that. We'll put it on our website and get it out to our listeners. But, Corky, we want to thank you for coming on Rock and Metal Revival.
You're very welcome. Thank you, guys. We'll talk to you. We'll get you the information one way or the other. Okay, so that's what this is all about. But it should be available on Amazon, and certainly you have the digital. And thank you guys for your support very much.